In a world where we're constantly told what to do, where to be, and how to do things, through social media, working a job, and from those around us, it is very easy to lose sight of our own goals, own ambitions, and own thoughts in this chaotic world. Constantly looking for the next hit of dopamine through social media, drinking, food, music, Netflix. I believe comfort is the killer of all dreams. It is all designed to keep us exactly where we are, feeling stuck, lost and confused, yet slightly satisfied, but knowing we can do more. At least that's what happened to me. But taking control over this one thing has allowed me to quit drinking, smoking, lose 40 pounds, and do things I never thought possible, like moving overseas alone and pursuing entrepreneurship full-time. That might not be your goal, but the only goal I have is for you to chase yours. Good morning, gentlemen. As you would have seen, we're doing our morning routine at the moment, our usual morning routine, but you clicked on this video because you want to know the results of me doing a Millionaire's dopamine detox. Right, it's Sunday here in Bali. It's about 4:30 in the morning. We've been up doing our morning routine. I'll just walk you through why we do that real quick as we're out here on our walk alone, setting our intentions for the day. But first thing we do as soon as we wake up is 50 push-ups, just to get the blood flow going, just to get some fresh air, just to get outside after we've been asleep all night. Right, a lot of people will say it's for discipline and all that. I say it's just purely because I don't want to wake up, I don't want to consume on my phone. Right, it's very easy just to wake up and hit snooze, or wake up and scroll on your phone. So the first thing is a non-negotiable is wake up and do 50 push-ups. And then straight after that, I jump in the cold plunge. And if you don't have one, right, I'm using a pool because I'm here in Bali. But if you don't have one, go have a cold shower. That's how I started, 45 to 60 seconds in the beginning is all I first did as well. But that one is for discipline as well. No one fucking likes doing cold showers. And if you do, well, good for you. You're insane. But we're out here now doing our third task of our morning routine. The premise for me is to produce results, right? Get little quick wins in the morning. Teach yourself a little bit of discipline. Set your standard for the day. Set your tone for the day. Right, I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40 or whatever. Going out on the walk here, setting your intentions for the day. And my intention today is to document this dopamine detox for you guys on here, to give you the real truth, real results in real time, right? So this is going to be a sort of mundane day in the life, because I can't expect it to be that dopaminergic. There's going to be no fancy fucking edits or anything like that, just real raw results in real time. The rules really are simple. It's by Charlie Morgan, who is a multi-millionaire. I think he's made like $25 million online, and I saw it, and he said the premise behind it is, so the next day you wake up and the first thing that you want to do is work. The first thing that you want to do is get straight into work. And in this world where social media takes over, there's a lot going on in our lives. As someone who's trying to build an online business, I spend a lot of time on my phone. I spend a lot of time on high dopamine activities like Instagram, like YouTube, doing market research, and probably scrolling too often. So I thought, what a fucking good idea. And yeah, the whole premise really is, so you wake up the next day and you want to work. But the rules really are simple. You're allowed to walk, you're allowed to journal, you're allowed to read, you're allowed to drink water. And allow myself to do a little bit of work, just edit content, right? Because I still need to post, I still need to produce content, and I'm not eating all day until 7 p.m. That will be about a 24-hour fast for me by the time 7 o'clock rolls around. So I'm going to be documenting the whole day, right, for you guys, the results in real time as I learn. What is up? We just finished our morning journaling, again, to produce results for yourself. If you are someone that wants to journal, or you don't know how to journal, what I do is write my 3 big goals at the top, right, for my life. Do 1 physical, 1 mental, and 1 financial, right? And then I just write what I'm going to do that day. Just dump literally any thoughts. If you don't know what to write that. Write that I'm not sure what I should be writing right now. And then your brain will just start to produce more and more and more. as you start to think more and more and more. Just write anything that's going through your head. But we are going to grab our book, which is The Magic of Big Thinking, and we are going to go back to bed and read that, because we only get about 4 or 5 hours sleep a night throughout the week. So we catch up on Sunday mornings to get a little bit more extra sleep, right? But I like to stay consistent with my morning routine. So that is the beginning of the dopamine detox. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the day. Holy shit, gentlemen, we are up from our nap, and I shit you not, I feel fucking incredible. No external noise, no nothing, except I've had a sleep. I feel fucking insane. You guys have to try this, at least for the morning. You have to try dopamine detox. Just catch up on sleep, catch up on rest, or do something that's going to produce results for you instead of going on your phone on the weekend, instead of drinking, right? Because I used to drink, obviously. Well, I don't know if you know, you're watching this, but I used to drink all the time, shit like that. And this literally tenfold beats that feeling. Tenfold, right? This feels fucking insane. But what we're gonna do next, and I think this is where the real magic will happen, is we're going to go outside up on the roof in the sun. We're gonna journal. We're gonna meditate, and then we're gonna read, both 30 minutes each. And then we're gonna go on one of our 30-minute walks, because we're doing 2 of those today, because I'm still doing 100-day ultimate personal development challenge, right? Where I'm doing 2 workouts a day, following a diet, 60 minutes on a skill, meditate, read, 2 to 3 reels a day, Day in the Life series over on Instagram, and a dopamine detox like I am today, twice a week, and then until 10:30 a.m. the other 5 days of the week as well. And then 5 YouTube videos we'll be posting a week. So that's my challenge I'm doing at the moment, and I gotta be up at 3:45 every morning, right? We are up where we will be doing the meditating and the reading. Very nice spot up here, very hot day, but it is absolutely beautiful up here. Beautiful spot to journal. Beautiful spot to meditate. Beautiful spot to read.
Inhale and hold. And exhale and relax.
Now, my honest, true thoughts after journaling, after meditating and reading back to back. I had to move down here because it was extremely hot up there. But the meditation, so fucking peaceful, so good. And the thing that I didn't expect from it was that when I went to read, I just concentrated. The time flew by, it's half an hour each, but I didn't even check the time. Normally I'm really like antsy, really want to just do something, but the time literally just flew by. So if you're someone who struggles with being very fidgety, because I have like ADHD symptoms, I've never been actually told I have ADHD as such by a professional, but if you're someone that thinks you have it, or you sort of just know that you have it, meditation, absolute game changer, right? And I feel very good still, feel very fucking good. It's about 3:30 now. I am very hungry, right? To be honest with you, my mind has been drifting off to want to go get food, to want to eat, but it's only 3.5 hours. And I remember last Sunday, because I did this last Sunday as well, you go through little plateaus, and it actually comes from boredom, right? Generally 9 times out of 10 that we want to eat, it's because we're hungry. It's because we're bored, right? And it's true, at least what I've found. You'll go through little plateaus, like little humps at work you might have as well, where you just don't feel like doing the work that you've got right in front of you. You know, I don't know, when you're waiting for smoko, or when you're waiting for your break at work at 10 o'clock or whatever it is for you guys, and you're sort of just anticipating the feeling of eating, it's sort of that feeling as well. But it's been very, very rewarding so far. I do highly recommend it thus far. We're about 3 o'clock, getting a good rest, then not going on social media, not going on anything like that. At this point in time, you guys really do have to try. I would highly recommend it at this point. Like, if you're someone who spends too much time on their phone, if you get antsy at work, or you get very fidgety, I'm not saying it's going to solve all those problems, but inevitably you can concentrate way more productive. I can actually think clearly. And one lesson from the book that I thought I might as well share with you guys is, like, I find it very hard to relate to people, and if that sounds like you, then this book talks about putting yourself in the other person's position, right? So me trying to talk to you now, I'm trying to look at it from your viewpoint, which is why I bring up the work, which is why I bring up like your 10 o'clock break, or you getting very fidgety, or ADHD. Like, I'm trying to relate back to you and what you're going through right now, and how it might help you in your situation and your work, because that's something that I struggle with, especially like pursuing entrepreneurship. I want people to chase their goals, I want people to chase their dreams, but I'm not so good at putting myself back to when I first started, and I didn't think that this is where I'd be right now. So that is one massive improvement that I'm trying to work on, relating back to the situation you guys are in, and not saying it like I'm better than you guys, but saying it like what is possible, and putting myself back in your position, back in the shoes that I used to be in, because I'm not better than you guys. I just have a clearer vision of what I want, but to get to where I want to go, I have to relate back to you guys. So that's a big work on for me, and that's a takeaway from this book as well. But so far, thinking way clearer, and we are going to go on a 30-minute walk as well right now.
Yeah.
That is super cool to see. You know, even if you're in a third world country or whatever, there's still fun enjoyment and doing the exact same things we did as kids, right? I'm sure you all did it. Kicking a ball around as a kid with your mates on the street. The world isn't much different, is what I've found. Is that still here? They still do the exact same things, they just have it in a lower quality version, that's it. And it's like drinking and smoking and stuff, they still do it here. They live a very, very, very similar life to what we do. We just have nicer housing, nicer buildings, nicer economy. Reality is, it's very, very similar. So we just got back from our walk, and it made me realize one thing, and one thing only. Like, this isn't to do with the dopamine detox, but got me thinking, like, in our first world countries, we have an opportunity of a fucking lifetime sitting right in front of our very eyes. But the thing is, they're not much different around here. You saw the kids playing on the street. You saw the children kicking a ball around, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can resonate with that. Like, growing up, that's what we did, and it still rings true over here as well. And it still rings true for the adults too. They get up every day, they go to work, just so that they can pay the bills, just so that they can drink and they can smoke. That's pretty much all they do over here. That is no different to being in a first world country, is what I've come to realize. Except the only difference is, you have an opportunity of a lifetime sitting right in front of your very eyes. You get to pick, you get to choose whatever it is that you want to work towards. Whatever goal that you have, you actually have the opportunity to choose, to go after it. And they don't. That's the difference. Their reward is the drinking, is the smoking, is getting to eat. Right? Our rewards can be so much more than that. Can literally be whatever you want it to be. You can chase your biggest goals, your biggest dreams, and you still choose to do the same thing that they do here, even with a 10x opportunity that they have. And that is what it made me realize on that walk today. And I don't know if that's just my head thinking even more clearly because of the dopamine detox, but it blew my mind. We waste so much opportunity being here. I mean, being in a first world country, just drinking, smoking, doing drugs, shit like that. When really, they aren't any different here. They live in lower quality buildings. That's about it. They still do the same shit that we do. Right? And it blows my mind that some of you guys waste your opportunities and how I used to waste mine too. I'm not any different. I used to waste and do the exact same thing. I just chose to do a different life. But we are going to continue the dopamine detox. It is about time. I post on Instagram for my one of 2 times that I'm allowed to go on it. Just got to check and make sure I'm posting. And then, yeah, it is about 4:45. So we have about 3 hours or 2 hours until we can eat. We're going to go do our grocery shop. Currently listening to Reality Transurfing as a book. Very, very good book, but I won't judge it and give you feedback until I've completed it. So, yeah, that is chase your goals, man. You're wasting your fucking life and you know it. I will keep it real with you guys. It is hard to grocery shop when you are 20 something hours into a fast. I am hungry at the moment, that's for sure. We've got almost all of our stuff and you have to buy bottled water over here as well. But yeah, I'll see you at home. I'll wrap this up at home after I've done the fast, when I'm sitting there eating, probably. Just gotta upload a YouTube video for you guys as well that you guys will see before this one. So yeah, we will wrap this up when we get home, but it is hard to go grocery shopping when you are this far into not eating, no dopamine, no nothing. I'm tired, I'm struggling at the moment, but so you can expect that. Make sure you go supermarket shopping before you do something like this. What is up, gentlemen? We are just about, well, we are cooking our food to break our fast after our grocery shop as well. It's about 8 o'clock now, uploading a YouTube video that I've got to upload before I get to eat this, but I'm cooking this now while that uploads. But I've had an absolute nightmare because my phone keeps running out of storage, so I keep having to like create things then delete things, and that's the last thing I needed when I'm hungry, when I just want to eat. And about this point in time, it is 8 o'clock. So really all I do want to eat at this point, is eat at this point. That is a struggle, but that is a test within itself of this dopamine detox that I've found is like just pushing through the mental resilience of like really wanting something. And I know it sounds cliche, I know it sounds lame, but it's true, right? We want shit as men. We crave shit. We get bored, we procrastinate, we want to do things, and that's what doing shit like this has taught me, is that just delaying it that little bit more, getting the work that you need done, and then rewarding yourself, right? But I will give a complete wrap up shortly. All right, I'm sitting here about to finally go eat and wrap this all up for you guys, but there's just one thing I wanted to give to you guys, and that is to just do the thing that you need to do right first. Just please, for the love of God, if there's one message that you take away from this whole YouTube video, is do the shit you need to do first, right? Because I did not feel like uploading another YouTube video before finishing off this one, or making the video I needed to keep my day in the life series going, to make sure I complete my 100-day award challenge for the day. I did not feel like it, right? I felt like eating, felt like doing that first, but if I'd done that, I still would have done the shit, but on the other side of that, you know your production's going to be low, you know you're just not going to want to do it even more after you choose the comfort. So hard. I always find anyway. To choose comfort and then get back into the flow state, get back into the work. So just always choose to do the hard thing first. Raw honey. This will be a quick wrap up, because if you are someone who needs to sort their discipline out, needs to sort their mind out, and you want to progress more in life, you want to do more with your life, right? Doing something like this even would help you progress in your career, or if you want to start some sort of business, or if you just need time off social media, doing this one time per week, between doing it last weekend and this weekend again, the results are absolutely fucking phenomenal, right? The best I felt was on Monday and Tuesday last week, right? And then Wednesday it sort of starts to taper off again. But just doing the hard thing, choosing to do the difficult thing, I promise you, you will feel so much more accomplished when you get to eat something like this, right? It's absolutely incredible what you are capable of. Just allowing yourself to spend time in your own thoughts. It's hard. It's difficult just to sit there and be in your own mind. But having the ability to do that in a world today where social media, comparison's the thief of joy, right? I'm not saying don't compare, but giving yourself some time to allow yourself to think clearly, to actually reflect on what you truly believe, what you want out of life without any other outside factors. It's absolutely incredible. The only feedback I'd have for myself is to never document this again, right? Because I don't like going in and out of being on my phone and being on the camera and stuff. I would recommend just doing it without a phone, unless you want to document it for yourself or for other people. But other than that, just putting on food, you don't need it. You're going to go through little plateaus throughout the day where you feel a bit drained, you feel a bit dead, where you get a little bit frustrated. That's exactly what happened to me. But on the other side of that, it's like I said earlier, when you're at work and you don't feel like doing that extra 15 minutes, but you do it anyway. Or you do that extra set at the gym, or you show up to the gym, you beat that plateau in your own mind. It's the exact same. We don't need to be eating all the time. We don't need to be consuming shit on our phone all the time. One thing that's massively helped me progress to move over here on my own is being able to spend time in solitude, is being able to think clearly. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. That's why I'm still doing this shit. That's why I'm implementing these things. But man, if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this, is that you are capable of so much more than you think, so much more than what your mind can currently believe, what it can conceive. Because at the moment, you sort of probably, and I do it sometimes too, very robotic living. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you're probably constantly listening to other people tell you what to do. And I guess I'm telling you what to do as well, but you know what I mean, like your boss, when your alarm goes off, you're not really doing anything for yourself. And that's what a dopamine detox does. Allows you to think truly and clearly for yourself, for your goals, for your biggest ambitions, and that is my number one goal. Alright guys, if you watched all the way through, thank you. I really do hope you enjoy the video, because doing shit like this, I do it for you guys as well. Right? As much as I do it for me, I do it for you guys. I put myself through the shit. I put myself through pain so that I can give it back, so I can tell you guys if it's good or bad or what to expect. And that's sort of what I'm all about. Is my main goal is for you to make the same transformation mentally in terms of being able to chase your biggest goals. That goal that you have in the back of your mind, that fucking ambition. That's all I want you to do. Just chase it. That's it. That is my number one goal. Alright, and then retire my dad. That's it. That's it. That's why I focus so heavily on mindset, discipline, habits, training, nutrition. Because on the other side of that, is the confidence and the belief to chase your biggest goals, your biggest dreams. We don't have to share the same goal. We don't have to share the same dream. I just want you to chase yours. Truly. From the bottom of my heart. That's all I want out of anything that I ever produce. That is all I truly want. It's selfish, but in a selfless way. I couldn't recommend this more, right? The only mistakes I made is documenting it, being in and out of my phone. So from future reference, I might document and look back on this one in a couple months, but I'll be doing this every Sunday and completing my 100-day of war challenge on Instagram. Well, I do a day in the life every day, documenting how I'm scaling my business through there and how I plan to retire my father too. So if you guys want to watch that, and if you guys ever want coaching for fitness and mindset, let me know. There'll be a link down below, but I appreciate it. I couldn't recommend this fucking anymore. Rip into it.